Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, a crew looking to make a statement. Squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. The back goes in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Golden Eagles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Harvin. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Harvin. Tosses it incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle, it's McGee. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Coming after him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout called by the offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Harvin. Pressure coming. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Touchdown.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know it'll be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays him.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Harvin. Finds his target down the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Off play action. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He'll ride his man on the option. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. They're trying to know where to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Fullback's got it. And they're in for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in Hattiesburg. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. To give to the big fullback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the 2 of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he just flat ran over it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And it's in for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Harvin. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spotted. Offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground.
Got a lot of running room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now on the option. Quick toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
And he'll take it in for a touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Wants to throw. It's Harvin. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It's second down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to pound it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Harvin. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Pittman. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw, trying to make magic with his feet, and they're able to make the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's complete to the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Trying play action. Trying to get to him.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug.